If you kids can't live comfortably on $20 an hour, you have to be overspending. We got to break this down very quickly to give people perspective into the Gen Z's lives. If you make $20 an hour in 2024, that is $40,000 a year. After taxes, that is $2,750. The average one-bedroom apartment and utility is going to run you $2,000. You cannot do that making $20 an hour, so you're going to have to rent with a roommate for about $1,200, and that's being conservative. $500 a month for groceries, which is less than $150 a week. $300 for a student loan payment, which is below average. $300 for a car payment, which is below average. $150 for car insurance, $150 for gas, $100 for personal care, $50 for a cell phone is $2,750. That is paycheck to paycheck, leaving you with nothing. Nothing for savings, investments, the big one, health insurance, because I'm assuming they're under 26 years old, and zero fun. Now, if they were to make $30 an hour in 2024, that's $60,000 a year. That's $3,900 after taxes. Maybe they decide to get their own place for $2,000 and everything else stays the same. They're left with $350 a month, which is essentially still paycheck to paycheck. This is the cost of living in America in 2024. The idea of $20 an hour, even for me when I graduated high school, was a ton of money. Now, $20 to $30 is minimum wage.
Is living paycheck to paycheck the new norm? It seems that is the case for many Americans, and according to a survey, over half of the American population is now living paycheck to paycheck, mainly because inflation has hit families very hard. The dollar is down 10% on the year, which means your purchasing power is 10% less effective. This is going to affect a lot of families who are already struggling with money and were already paycheck to paycheck. Now they have to take out debt and loans in order to buy basic needs such as groceries or just paying off their electricity bills. It's absolutely insane. And a lot of influencers do tell people that they need to live within their means. And there are some cases where people are overspending, but for most everyday Americans, a lot of people are not spending more than they're making. They're not making dumb purchases. They're just buying the necessities: toilet paper, groceries, paying off their rent. This is all necessities, stuff they can't really control. And with prices increasing substantially, they are really struggling. So at some point, it becomes a cost of living problem instead of an overspending problem. Take a look at the rest of these clips.
Apparently, I've been living in a bubble because I heard recently that a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. So you get paid on Friday and you just barely making it to the next payday. How are you guys making it last that long? Mine only lasts 3 days.
I just need someone else to come on here and tell me that they're not the only one that's living paycheck to paycheck and putting themselves into debt with credit cards. Not for funsies, not for shits and giggles, but for necessity. Because I know I can't be the only one out there that's doing that. And it's frustrating because I work a decent job, okay? I work a decent 9-to-5 job. And that alone right now doesn't even equate to paying my bills. And that's a mortgage, that's groceries, that's gas, that is childcare, that is preschool, that is any other expense under the sun, electricity, water, food, like I don't know, anything else. I don't have anything in my savings at this point. PNC did alert me today that I in fact do have nothing. So that's great. And it's the first of the month, so fabulous. How are we surviving? Can someone fill me in on that? Because I would really like to know. I really don't know where to go from here, honestly. It's just like every month is a struggle. So.
All right, let me hit you with a double whammy twice today, okay? 2 for the steak, 2 for the burger, 2 for the shake. I just wanted to say that. But anyway, I saw a video of somebody today who was talking about how she saw a video of somebody else who was saying that they were living paycheck to paycheck, and a bunch of people commented on that and saying that the same thing was happening. And my question is who's not living paycheck to paycheck? Because I just want to know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think maybe our definition of paycheck to paycheck might be different for some people, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it's clear cut, clear, simple. Like, if you need something or if something needs to get paid, you go wait until that Friday. I mean, a majority of us get paid on a Friday. I think it's actually like, I'm intrigued. If you don't get paid on a Friday, holla at me, okay? Holla at me in the comments, because I still have not met somebody who doesn't get paid on Fridays, and that's different. So then it just makes me wonder if the whole U.S. is in debt, or the whole U.S., except for like 2%, is living paycheck to paycheck. How? How do we get put in this position? I just want to know.
Have y'all ever heard the saying, living paycheck to paycheck? Well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me put it in perspective for you. I had $1.83 in my bank. I just swiped credit at the gas pump so I could get $10 for gas because I was on E, my friend. And hopefully in 2 business days, I get that $10 back in my account because my bank does not play, man. They charged me $40 in overdraft fees because I was overdrafted 7 pennies. I ain't even playing it. Banks do not mess around with their money, even if it's 7 pennies. So, all that to say, please hit all these buttons so I can get TikTok paid and get my $10. Love you, bye.
You know what concept doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever? Door dashing or doing any delivery service in order to make gas money. What? Like, why am I sitting here having to waste my gas, what gas I do have, which I'm on a quarter of a tank, in order to make more money to just put it back into my gas tank because my paycheck from my day-to-day job only lasts me like 4 days before it's gone because of all the bills and debt that I live in every single day. So I have to rely on DoorDash to feed me and drive me places. It makes no sense at all whatsoever.
Anyone else worried about their bills right now? Like, for me personally, my take-home paychecks are less than how much I have to spend on bills per pay period. Like, I don't know what's happened in the last several months. Like, last year, I was in a position where I had enough money in my account to pay for my bills. Now, I'm worried that my account is going to overdraft because the amount I get paid is less than how much my bills cost for that pay period. And honestly, it's a scary feeling, like, to be in a position where you don't have enough money to pay your bills and you have to tap into your savings, or you have to do a cash advancement or something like that. Like, that's really scary. And I fear that it's only going to get worse. Like, I might be in a position where I clear out my savings because I don't have enough money to pay my bills. Anyone else feel that way, or is it just me?
Pay period, we have to pay the house, car, our insurance, our internet, the NIPSCO, and the trash. Okay, and if we get paid our normal amount, subtract our bills, we are left with negative $300. That sounds great, right? Negative 300. Okay, so what if we don't pay the NIPSCO bill? Nope. That one's already a month past due. It'll get shut off. Pay the NIPSCO for sure. Cell phone. Okay, I can wait a couple weeks on the cell phone, but that's still not going to be enough. I can wait on the trash too. That'll give us $170. Can I make that last for 2 weeks for groceries and gas? But the kids are going to need lunch money. And then after you figure out all the bills that you have to skip and put off and realize you're a month behind on all of your bills, you realize all the things you're not going to be able to do for months. And Christmas is coming up, and Halloween, and Thanksgiving. Do you remember when they told us we should have 6 months worth of living savings? We should have 6 months worth of bills saved up so that if anything happens, you're okay until you get another job. We're like a flat tire away from destruction. I'm never going to get caught up at this point. It's amazing what a couple $1,000s would do for my budget right now. And there's people out there with billions of dollars. A couple thousand would just let me get my head a little bit above. I'm just drowning. It's up to here, and I'm lucky to get up and gasp every once in a while. And trying not to show your kids how hard it is the worst. I never want my kids to feel it or worry. They're 7 and 10. They don't need to know. We're like a missing paycheck a week from not having a house. Kids don't need to know that. They don't need to know that. So when people say they're living paycheck to paycheck, we're living 3 paychecks ahead to 3 paychecks ahead at this point, because the paycheck I'm about to get is gone and then some. I called my mom to ask for some money the other day. $30. I was like, Mom, do you have $30 I can have? No, we don't even have $30. She's like, I was going to ask you for some money. I'm over it. I'm tired of surviving. I want to live a little, just a little, without feeling guilty. oh, you could budget better, you could do this, you could do that. With what? With what?
Can we talk about how crazy life is right now? Like, we literally out here breaking our backs for these jobs, giving 40 plus hours a week, and still barely making it to next week paycheck. Rent due, bills due, groceries high as hell, gas high, and they got the nerve to tell us, just budget. What? Just budget better. Y'all want honesty, right? Most of us is living just to be surviving. And the sad part is, we too scared to quit these jobs. We too scared to quit these jobs. And they know we replaceable. They know we desperate. But let me tell you something. 2025, I'm not settling for survival mode no more, y'all. I'm not chasing peace. I'm chasing purpose. And I'm chasing money that matches my effort. If y'all feel me, drop a fire sign in that comment box. Okay? Let's chat about it. Let's talk about it. Because I know I'm not the only one feeling this way. I'm tired, y'all.